Learn to crochet for the beginner. Today we learn half double crochet. Welcome back to Good Knit Kisses, where we stitch our love and love our stitches. I'm your host, Kristen, and I'm going to be showing you a series of beginner crochet videos. This series is going to be in my style, and I'm so happy to bring this to you, so stay tuned for all the videos that are coming. As always, I suggest that you watch the video through the first time before attempting to get the idea and all the tips along the way. Then grab your yarn and hook and pause as needed to crochet along with me. Today we learn about half double crochet. If you need to refer to last week's video on single crochet, the link is down below. Let's begin. We'll start with a slip knot, and you're going to work as many stitches wide as you want your width, and then you're going to add 2 chains. Okay, so I'm going to insert my hook, and I'm going to work 22 chains. So go ahead and work however many chains you need. Again, you're going to yarn over and pull through, keeping this beginning foundation chain nice and loose. And pause your video and I'll meet you back up with 22 chains. See you in a moment. For the half double crochet, we'll be going into the 3rd chain from the hook. So do not count what's on the hook. There's 1, 2, 3. That's where we're going. But before we do, we want to yarn over. So we already start with yarn on our hook. We're going to go into that 3rd chain from the hook, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through so that we have 3 loops on our hook. Now we're going to yarn over again and pull through all 3 to create our first half double crochet. And as it does it, you'll see that it's going to turn and it creates this little V on the top, and that's that first stitch there. All right, so we're going to go into this next stitch here. We yarn over first for the half double, and then we go into the stitch and pull through a loop so that we have 3 loops. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3, and that's the half double crochet. You're just going to continue going down the line, yarning over first, getting those 3 loops on, okay, and pulling through all of them in order to get the half double. So continue all the way down to the end. I'll meet you back up and show you the turn. See you soon. On this first row, we won't have to deal with a turning chain, but we will on the next few rows, so I do want to address that. Let's pull through, and we're on the last stitch. Of course, we're not going into the slip knot. This very last stitch, okay, pull through. And now we need to chain to go up to the next row. You can count across and see how many you have. If you turn it like this, you can see all these V-shaped stitches, and this is the top of your stitch. So that's the top of any stitch. If you saw a single crochet, a double, any of it, half double, this is what it's going to look like. And you can count that you have 20 across. All right, so we want to chain and go up 1, 2. Okay, and now we want to turn, and then we're going to yarn over and go into the 2nd stitch here. So not the first stitch where this first V is next to the turning chain, but into the 2nd stitch. So we're going to go in here and yarn over, and we've got our 3, and yarn over and pull through 1, 2, and 3. And now this turning chain is going to be our first stitch, and then the one that we just made will be actually our 2nd stitch, and you'll be able to count that in a moment. So just continue going across, and I'll show you the ending for this row. And then we want to show you the ending of this row because we're going to be going into this turning chain, and that's important so that your work doesn't slowly get smaller or slowly get too big. All right, pause your video, and I'll see you at that point. See you soon. Okay, we're coming to the end. I've got one more stitch, and you can see how mine looks right here with this extra little bump here. And in order to count, you can see that I've got my half double stitch here. There's 1 and 2, and counting all the way across, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this right here was my turning chain, and that counts as my 19th, and you can also turn it on the end and you can count that you have the right amount. So we're going to come down here, and you can see the top of this chain. When you tilt and turn, you can see this little V stitch here, and that's where we're going to go into. So we yarn over first and go into that stitch and pull through all 3. Now that one stands out easier than when we get down to the end here, so I do want to show you how to work with the turning chain. So in order to move up here, we're chaining 1, 2, and then we turn and work our way down. So skip that that first stitch here, and you're going to go into the next stitch and pull through all the way. Okay, so we're going to continue going down through the next stitches, and I'll meet you back at the end. Pause your video and I'll see you there. Okay, so we're at the end of this row where we need to work into the turning chain. Now, before you begin and you think, oh, I'm here, you might think this little thing leaning right here, this is the stitch. No, there's actually 2 more stitches that need to be made. If you go back and count your crochet stitches, you've got a half double here, and counting all the way down to this turning chain down here, that's actually 18, and I need 2 more. That's why it's important as you're working and learning to count the stitches as you go. You can count them at the end of the row and double check your row, or you can count them as you go. I'm going to go into this one because it's really obvious that that's the one we need to go into. Okay, and pull through all of them. And it might look like you're okay, but again, I'm going to count these and show you. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we have only 19. I need 1 more, or this is going to slowly get skinnier as we go. We're going to get a wedge shape. So I'm going to yarn over again, and we're going to go into this first stitch here on our chain. So remember, we had chained up 2. So I'm going to go to this one and put both loops on. Whoops. Now a chain has 3 loops, so we're only grabbing those top 2 loops. See if I can get that. My hook isn't nearly as sharp. Some hooks are a little sharper, so, and sometimes I can pull across. There we go. I can now see that stitch. Okay, and now we're going to yarn over and pull through those. Okay, and then pull through the whole thing. All right, so that's actually going to make my row nice, my edges nice and straight. All right, so continue, chain up 2, turn, and continue on your way, and I will show you finishing this off and darning in the ends. See you in a moment. So here is the half double crochet as I finish it up and work the last stitch and pull through that last one, and you can, or just cut it and pull through 1 more. You're going to cut it and then just pull it all the way through, and then we'll want to weave in this tail. Now I've already used this method of weaving down on this one. You can see where my beginning tail is now hidden. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to use this bent needle here. You can use a plastic tapestry needle or a blunt needle. I like this bent one here, and just put it through. And I like to work my way down through the back. And go through several stitches here. Okay, and then go down to the next row and work my way back and get this nice long tail in here. And then to make sure that it's not going to work itself out, I will go back through some of these stitches and even split the yarn in some of these stitches to make sure that it is locked into place. Okay, Sometimes people even will split the plies on a yarn and work them into two different directions, and that works as well. When you're ready to cut off your yarn, make sure that you don't cut it too short, because if you need to give it a washing beforehand or block it, this little end will work itself down into the fabric. And you can see how when I pulled it like that, it will pop right in there. So you don't want it, even if you cut it longer after you wash it, then you can trim it down and it should stay pretty well. I hope you enjoyed making your half double crochet, and for our next video we'll be working on the double crochet. To get that video, be sure and click on the link to subscribe and hit the notifications button to get all the new videos coming out in our new crochet series and more. I hope you have a great day and happy crochet. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us today, where we help you stitch your love and love your stitches. See you again soon.